Namaste. Hamesha khush raho bitiya. My name is JVN Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you sieve analysis. Subject name is Unit Operations in Food Industry. Discipline is Food and Biotechnology. Now let's start the topic. Sieve analysis. Sieve analysis is to determine the size distribution of particles. The sieve analysis test procedure is an effective method that prevailed from the past. In sieve analysis, the particle size distribution is defined using the mass or volume. Sieve analysis is a laboratory test procedure in which particles will move vertically or horizontally through sieve mesh. Depending on the needs and particle material, different sieving methods are available for the application. They are manual sieving method, mechanical sieving method, dry sieving method, and wet sieving method. During sieving, the sample is subjected to horizontal or vertical movement in accordance with the chosen method. This causes a relative movement between the particles and the sieve. Depending on their size, the individual particles either pass through the sieve mesh or are retained on the sieve surface. The likelihood of a particle passing through the sieve mesh is determined by the ratio of the particle size to the sieve openings, the orientation of the particle, and the number of encounters between the particle and the mesh openings. This is the principle of the sieve analysis. Then different sieving methods. Depending on the material and the demands placed on the sieving result, various sieving methods are used for determining particle size and distribution. A basic differentiation is made between the following methods. First is manual and mechanical sieving. Second, single sieve and sieve set sieving, and dry and wet sieving. Manual and mechanical sieving. Today, manual sieving is only used where no electricity supply is available. For example, for rapid on-site random checking for oversize and undersize. It is only used for orientation purposes. In contrast, sieve analysis in the laboratory for quality assurance are carried out with sieve shakers. Modern sieve shakers are characterized by the fact that their mechanical parameters such as sieving time and amplitude or speed are carried out with exact reproducibility. In the laboratory, a differentiation is made between horizontal sieve shakers and throw action sieve shaker. This is the image of sieve shaker, which is an electrical sieve shaker. Below there is a collecting pan, and above there is a 4 mm sieve size, sieve aperture or pore size aperture, and 2 mm, then 1 mm, 500 micrometer. Above there is a large size aperture of the sieve, and below there is a fine apertures. Then manual and mechanical sieving. This is the range and the codes or the basic codes for the sieves. And then single sieve and sieve set sieving. The use of a single sieve, frequently also known as sieve cut, and is only used to determine the percentage of undersize and oversize particles. Particle size distribution is the normal sense is not carried out. In a single sieving process, only a single sieve with a defined mesh is subjected to the sieving movement together with a collector pan. It is normally used for orientation purposes. Sieve set sieving is a process in which a set of several sieves is used together with a collector pan. The test sieves are arranged in a stack with the largest mesh opening at the top of the stack, and the sample is placed on the top sieve. Single sieve is used for the particle size of any wet ground pulses, and set of sieves is used for the particle size to determine the particle size of anything. Dry and wet sieving. Most sieving processes are carried out on dry materials. However, there are many applications in which wet sieving cannot be avoided. For example, when the material to be tested is already present on as suspension, or when a very fine sample that tends to agglomerate has to be sieved. As in dry sieving, a sieve stack is assembled on a sieve shaker. The sieving process is additionally supported by water from a spray nozzle located above the uppermost sieve. The sample is placed on the uppermost sieve in the form of suspension. Then rinsing is carried out until the sieving liquid leaving the sieve stack outlet is no longer turbid with solid particles. In wet sieving, the sieving liquid must not alter the physical or chemical properties of the sample. Then sieving analysis step by step. A complete sieving process includes the following steps, which should be performed in a precise, careful manner. First of all, there is a sampling, then division of the samples, then selection of suitable test sieves, depending upon the size of the apertures, then selection of the sieving parameters, actual sieve analysis, recovery of the sample material, data evaluation, and cleaning and drying of the test sieves. Then application. For particle size analysis of bulk materials, sieve analysis continues to be a well-established method and is described in various standards. Sieve analysis offers exact and reproducible results while being easy to perform and maintaining the physical size fractions. Investment costs are also much lower when compared to, for instance, optical measurement systems. The various sieving methods are fully recovered by offering, which includes the ideal sieve saker for almost any bulk material. Sieve sakers ensure accurate and reproducible results in the shortest period of time and meet all test agent monitoring requirements according to the DIN EN ISO 9000. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention it in a comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching this video.